I hate this future. I hate this future we're going into. The future that you own nothing, you're renting everything, nothing is yours. At any time, they can come in and take it from you, and you pretty much just have to sit there like a good boy and say, okay, thank you. I'll buy something else then. So, after 2020, and starting January 2028, no more physical media from Sony. Sony is no longer going to be releasing PS5 games physically. Now, obviously, this would also indicate PS6 games as well. But yeah, no more. They're also closing down the PlayStation Vita store and the PS3. So they're really just killing these older games that maybe never got physical releases. So kind of like a humongous jumbo area of games, which, again, at the end of the day, everyone has their different opinions on the pirates. But pirates really help save a lot of these things. And I know, again, some people are like, oh, you should never do pirates. But at the end of the day, it stops these games from going into the ether and never to be seen again. Now, Sony recently got in trouble because they took away a lot of movies that people bought from their accounts. Because apparently they didn't renew the license with the whatever studio owned the rights to those movies. So they just took them from people. Just, you buy movies off the PlayStation Store, they come in and they yank them away from you. Which, again, is a whole entire thing above itself. But this is what the future is going toward. This is what these studios, what these companies, what they want. They want the ability to, one, you rent a license, you own nothing, but you're going to pay full price as if you're buying it. And we've seen this many, many times when it comes to like other things outside of this industry. Like, for example, the model of subscription-based model, where you can't buy a software anymore. You have to subscribe to it, and either monthly or yearly, you have to subscribe to it so that you're always stuck on the T, right? You're always stuck on the ability to never just have the software yourself. Be able to do whatever you want to do with the software. You have to always go back to the main company, give them your money, be a consistent person who's going to consistently give them your money. It's ridiculous. You used to be able to buy Photoshop. It was like $400, but you used to be able to buy Photoshop. Now, you got to spend $20 a month, which, and then obviously, was that a year? Like over 200 some odd dollars a year. Which, if you're utilizing it every year for your business all the time, $400 actually makes a lot of logical sense to pay up front instead of paying $20 a year. Again, they don't want that, though. They want you to own nothing, rent everything. And it's just, man, I just hate it. And this is something I really do hate above all else, is how they phrase these bullcrap things. So, where is it in this? They say something about how this is how the industry is going. This is what, kind of market trends. People they love that. Right there. This is a natural direction for Sony Interactive Entertainment to adapt to consumer trends as the general preference for digital media significantly outpaces physical disc. That's the bullcrap term they like to use. Consumer trends, marketing trends. They say the same crap when it comes to like upping the PlayStation Network's like the price tag for PlayStation Network. Because of marketing trends. For what? What is your marketing trends? That you wanted to increase the price of something and now you're doing it? It's bullcrap. It's absolutely bullcrap. Don't get me wrong. A lot of people like digital only. It's a lot easier. You don't have to go to a store. You don't have to buy stuff online. You can just buy it on your console and that's it. But with the rising storage price costs, rising prices of storage, it becomes a problem. It becomes a problem having to download those games and store them, on your device. And if you don't have them on your device, you don't have them stored on your device, who knows? Maybe when you go to download it from the store now, it's just not going to let you download it anymore. It's just annoying. And there's a lot of collectors that like to collect physical media. They like to have, the room set up or a room set up with the actual games and stuff like that. I don't understand the idea of taking away a consumer's options. And it's funny because it used to be these companies were very pro-consumer. And the whole idea was give the consumer as many options as possible with how they want to spend their money so that they benefit the most. And as a company, you come away and you look really good because it looks like you care about the consumer. That's no longer a thing. It's now like take away all the consumer's options, force them down one tunnel, and go with that direction. And if they want to fight back or say anything or be upset, ignore them. Act like they're not. They don't exist because it doesn't matter. And instead of it being pro-consumer, it's anti-consumer. That's all these companies have become nowadays is anti-consumer. Jack up the prices, make the prices unrealistic for anyone to actually get, and then when we do complain or we do buy your product, well, maybe in a couple years we'll jack up the prices again. And we're not going to listen to your feedback. We're not going to listen to what you want to say and how you feel about things. It is what it is. Now, again, it's not just Sony. And I do want to say that right now. It's not just Sony. We've seen the Steam Machine come out recently, and that's $1,000+. We've seen countless other things. Now, I will say Microsoft, they did raise the price of the Game Pass Ultimate, and then they went back down because they actually did hear the consumers going crazy. But they did just raise the price of Xbox One consoles. It's not just Sony. It's Microsoft. It's Sony, Valve, PC gaming in general, I feel like, with PC parts. It's just this industry in general when it comes to the tech industry where it's not pro-consumer. It's take everything you can from the consumer, put your tail between your legs, and run out the front door. It's insane. It's absolutely insane. I'm very tired of it, and I think everyone is very tired of it at this point. We had recently, the Stop Killing Games movement, which is an amazing movement, by the way. But I forget which group it was that said that it was piracy or it's illegal to have private Minecraft servers. It is just stupid stuff. It really is. So again, it sucks. But again, I'm complaining to the masses because I feel like a lot of people do agree with me. May not agree with every point I make, but they do agree with the general principle that, yeah, this is just wrong. This is wrong to live in this dystopian world where the companies can just take anything they want from you whenever they want it, even if you bought it. Because remember, you bought a license. You didn't buy a product. You want to tamper with your console that you just spent $600 on? Sorry, you can't do that because you bought a license for it. You didn't buy a product. You bought a license. Peace out, guys.